So this is kind of the end all. An elevation up is a word problem. Okay, so look, you're not given all your information. They now ask you guys, hey, find the missing side. So of course, find x. There's always x. Find x. And so I want to know what that is. Okay, but they only give you enough information for you to solve it. So the problem is you're going to have blanks, and you have to know how to exclude the blanks, meaning nothing. Okay, so here's what I mean. Which one do you use? Sine, cosine, or tangent? Okay, the angle, now it's not a letter. Now they're giving you an actually degree. So we're going to use the calculator. So if they're giving us 72 degrees, and this is my angle, then this is O, A, and H, okay? Now, when I look at OAH, or you look at your original triangle, H is blank, right? See how there's nothing on H? O is X, A is 20, but I have nothing for H. It's blank. So how do you put blank into a calculator? You can't. And so that's how you use it to figure out whether it's sine, cosine, or tangent. So if I was to, you guys do not have to write out all three. I'm the teacher, so I'm going to do it. Okay, sine is O over H. O is X, H is blank. Cosine of 72 degrees is A over H, 20 over blank. Tangent is O over A, X over 20. So if I just look at what they gave me in the triangle, the only proportion or the only trig ratio that has something is tangent. I cannot put blank or blank into a calculator. So sine and cosine are out. You cannot use it because it's an incomplete equation. There's nothing to multiply. What's sine of 72 times blank? Like, there's nothing. So tangent is the winner. These two are a fail because I have nothing here. Okay, so this is the winner. Okay, so now what do you do once you figure out? Okay, hopefully you guys know the cross product property. I'll do it two ways. If you want to do it in one shot, you're going to multiply. And so what you put in the calculator is tan. 20 times the tan of 72 in your calculator. Oh, not even on. And you get, and you could try it, you're going to get 61.6 or 61.55. Either one, pick. I want tenths or hundredths, not integers. You can't round up. You're so funny. Okay. You're like, yay, fun day. Okay, so that's what you get. Okay, here's my warning. If you guys are one to throw it behind, meaning tan 72 times 20 and throw that in your calculator, this is my warning to you. If you do not close the parentheses, see that cursor? See how that parenthesis and no parenthesis? If you go times 20, you're taking the tangent of 144 degrees. You didn't tell the calculator that it's a tangent of 72 degrees and times 20. So just make sure that if you guys decide close it times 20, now you're on the right answer. So I always recommend put the integer, whatever the number is, put it in front, because if you're speeding along and you accidentally do not close that parenthesis, you're taking the tangent of a really large degree. I know, you guys are going to label right, you're going to set it up right, and then all of a sudden the calculator is going to sabotage you. So make sure you're practicing. Yeah. Okay, look, if you want to do it in steps, here's what you want to do. So this is an OR. Okay, what if you don't want to load up the calculator? Teaching this kind of takes a while because so say you are like, I don't want to make mistakes on the calculator. Let me do it in pieces. Take the tangent of 72. Remember, I have to give you guys options. And you get 3.1. Say 3.1. And you put this in the calculator and you get 3.1. And now you have over 20. And now if you would like to cross product, you can now put what's 3.1 times 20 and you get 62. Okay, so here's the deal. You're gonna have a bit of discrepancy there. It's just, you guys, why did I put times? Yeah, 3.1 times 20. No, that's right. Okay, so you're gonna have a bit of, one is not, okay, which one's better? Significant figures, the left one is better, but is this one wrong? No, we're not like in physics lab, we're not NASA, we're not launching a rocket, we're not, landing something. This is totally fine, and obviously I'll know who you are because I'll see in your work that you're doing it into several steps and not into one big step. So practice on the calculator. You just have to figure out what you like as a person on the calculator. Okay, so if I redo the problem quickly, and then I'll do 14 as well. So if you're on this, and you're now doing it fast, 72 degrees, O, A, H. Okay, so if you write SOHCAHTOA, H is blank. I cannot use H. So any trig that has H in the ratio is out. Tangent is the winner. So tangent of 72 degrees is equal to O over A, X over 20. Cross product property, what is 20 tangent 72? And I get 61.6. So you can see it's quick when you know what you're doing. Okay, so let's try 14. 52 degrees. O, A, H. Okay, which side is blank? H. So, but what, I wanted to do it now. I should have done 15. Yeah, I should have done 15. Okay, so since H is blank, sine and cosine are out, tangent's the winner. Right? So tangent of 52 degrees is equal to O over A. Okay, 16 over X. Let's go back to scratch paper. Tangent of 52 degrees is 16 over X. You are not allowed to have X as a denominator. It's not the best, right? Remember, we want answers as X as a numerator. I want X equal a number. Okay, so if you guys understand the cross product property, if you guys understand you can multiply, you can also switch positions. You can also switch them. Okay, if you don't get that, here, let me do this really quick. Okay, if I cross product, you would get 2x is equal to 5, right? What am I going to do with the 2? Divide it, right? And so if I divide it, x is 5 over 2. So look what happened. 2x, x2. It's a two-stepper. You would just multiply and then you would inverse operate. So why don't you just switch them to begin with? Kind of? Okay? Okay, so if I just switch, x is equal to 16 over tangent of 52. You cannot split these two. They're together. So they go to the bottom. And now in the calculator, what you see is what you type. However, you better close that parenthesis or else you're going to get an error. You're going to get rejected. So what I mean is, fraction 16 tangent of 52. Okay, if I don't close that, see the cursor? If I don't close a parenthesis, I'm going to get rejected. Syntax error, right? So go back, 16, tangent of 52, close that parenthesis, this, right? Close it. And you get a legit answer, 12.5. And obviously, if you would like to take it into several steps, if you would rather change this in the calculator, there's nothing wrong with 1.28. And then say you want to switch. So x is equal to 16 divided by 1. And you throw that in the calculator. .25 halves, which is 12.5. You see, we get actually the exact same answer. So, find what you guys are comfortable with. But because it's just, there's scale factoring, it's a cross product property. You can make it into 3 steps. You could do it in one shot. Like, you just have to figure out what you like on the calculator. Okay, it was a long video. I didn't realize. I kept going and going and going. Okay, anybody need to see this really quick? Yeah.
What's our next test?
I think next Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Anyone need to see this? No? Okay, anyone, let's leave it here then? Yeah. You guys take a test before we go into inverse sine, cosine, tangent. So after this week, when we do this, we're now at our limit of basic intro trig, like 30s, 45s, 60s, so ATOA. So that's your test. And then after the test, we go into inversing, and then word problems like applications. So we like elevate it. So we make sure you guys are okay with this, and then we go into second one. Otherwise, your test would just have like an array of issues, of concepts, not issues.